Funny. Okay, now let me get out of slideshow mode. Hi, everybody. And let me go to share PowerPoint, share. Can you guys see the screen?
Yes, we can.
Everyone.
Yes, I can.
Oh, fabulous. Thank you so much. Okay, well, welcome everybody. And this is the June 2nd meeting of the Beaches Photography Club. And welcome one and all. So thank you for accommodating us moving to Zoom because we had to move. I think many people have probably heard that the library had a little issue this week. And at one point, they were referring to it as chirping, but it was a very loud noise in the back of the room that occurred every 1 minute and 20 seconds. So it was going to be not doable. So we had to move the meeting. But what we're going to do today is we're thank you for those who've joined us via Zoom. We tried to have a little bit of the slideshow before the meeting rolling there. And then we are now into the welcome and, oops, wrong page. Come on back. Come on. I'm going forward instead of backwards. Nobody look. Pretend you didn't see that. Hold on a minute. Why is this happening to me? Mhm. Every time I click, I go forward and I'm trying to go backwards. There we are. Fabulous. Okay. So anyway, this is the way the day is going to go. It's going to be welcome and club business for about 30 minutes. Nan is going to talk a little bit about the club trip. We also have some more people that are going to speak in here in the midst of the business side of things. We were planning to have Jeff Gerard do a tech talk for us, but Jeff has decided that doing it via Zoom is not optimum. So we're going to move Jeff he's actually going to move to December. So there will be no tech talk. And then we're going to move into the main purpose that we are all here for, which is to hear from Jack Rogers, who is sitting right next to me. There's Jack. He's now blurred probably because I got my background blurred. And he's going to be taking over and talking to us about birding in the Orlando wetlands.
See, I'm not quite sure I can find that one, but the one I was going to do today was tips and techniques on bird and nature photography.
Fabulous. Do that one.
Okay.
It's basically, yeah, it's tips and techniques for birding photography. So we're good on all. That's what everybody wants to know is how to take better bird pictures. So we're super. Okay. And then here we go. So let's start off first by saying, let me tell you, we've got some new members, which is always fun and a way to keep the club alive. We have these four names that you can see on there. Andy Zarka, which is a cool name, Michael Foster, Deborah. I'm going to mess this one up. What do you think? Hooskin and Deborah, if you're on, correct me. And Elizabeth Philippi. And nice, anyone correct me though.
Filippelli. It's Elizabeth Filippelli.
Thank you, Lee. Filippelli. Is anybody on or any of Andy, Michael, Deborah, or Elizabeth, are you on? And if so, please unmute and say hello. Wait to see if they unmute. Okay, well, since nobody's willing to fess up that they're on, do we have any guests tonight? I would imagine no, because of Zoom. It's hard to do that. But if we have any guests tonight, unmute as well. And then Melanie, I see that you've got a hand up. Did you have a question?
No, I was just going to introduce myself because I technically joined the club this morning. But that was because, so I'd met Jack Rogers at the St. Augustine or the Florida Photo Fest in St. Augustine. And so I saw him advertise this on Facebook. And so I didn't even know Beaches had a photography club. So I was very excited because I live near St. Augustine, which in the grand scheme of things isn't so far away from Jack's Beach. So
We have
I'm
St.
excited to
Augustine
join.
members, but look at that, Jack. You brought us a new member.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. Melanie, we're so delighted to have you. Yeah, he's earning his pay. That's Wonderful. We'll look forward to meeting you. So you'll see in this presentation, we're talking about what others speak, we always do our next three meeting stuff, and then we talk about outings and things as well. So jump in on these write them down and join us for them. And oh, on Facebook, just reach out to the Facebook group and say, hey, I'm Melanie, can I get in the Facebook group? And Cindy Merrill, who's on, is our Facebook person, and she'll let you in.
Yeah, I think she let me in this morning, so it all
Oh, this
happened very quickly. So
efficiency, I
thank
love
you.
it. Love it. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, that's the place to be. And then you'll want to also download the app. We have the Wild Apricot app, and it's awesome because you can do everything on an app. But we'll talk more to you about that. But welcome. That's super. All right, so looking at the next meetings. So the July, oh, doggone it, Liz. There we go. The July meeting is going to be a very cool meeting. So we're getting everybody ready for our annual competition. And we just came up with a new idea this year to say, let's take some photos and talk about how they could have been made something that would probably have won or possibly have won some sort of a ribbon. And so we've got three of our strong guys in here that are willing to expert level photographers who are going to be talking about some images. And so it's Sean Trainer, Bill McSherry, and Dave Woolley. And their photos are there. So you want to do that one. That one's in July. Like what would make this photo a winner? So it's a really cool way. Dave is also going to talk about the rules for the competition, because you can't win unless you're following the rules. So he's going to talk about that. Then in August, we have another Zoom only meeting, but hey, thank you for you, Jack. We'll be more Zoom ready. But it's Lisa Langell, and she is another big photographer in the world and expert, and leads a lot of workshops. And she's going to do something a lot of people ask for, which is post-processing tips. And this is an interesting statement, not just the how, but the why. So I'm personally very excited about that. And we're going to have a tech talk by Art Russell on the art of orchid photography. And then in September, we're back into the library again, and we'll have Mary Atwood, who's going to talk about abstract photography. And our own Roxanne D'Souza is going to talk about backyard bird photography. Wing it like a pro. You ought to steal that, Jack. Because I think that is witty. Wing it like a pro. Well done. Copyrighted quick, Roxanne. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to point out too that we did have the same library problem, because last Saturday we were supposed to have John Elliott in here in the library in the morning, and he was going to talk about all the kind of photography that he does, and he has a special presentation that he's taken around really to a lot of museums called the Human Pulse, and it's really cool. And what he does is he travels a lot. I think he had something to do with being he was some sort of a embassy type person. There's a better word for that, a dignitary of some sort. Anyway, he went to all these cool places and he took these cool pictures. But what he's going to do is show them to us, and along the way though, kind of talk about how can you go to a city and just get different photos of the human pulse in that town. So it's pretty cool. And then let's see, next page. Okay, so outings. So tomorrow, one of the other reasons that Jack is in town is because he is doing a workshop. And sadly, to the new people, Melanie, you can't get in on this one because it had a limited number of folks and it's sold out, and it's tomorrow morning, and they're going up to Huguenot Park. And one of the cool times to go to Huguenot Park is to see the terns and their babies. And everybody, the big thing there is they try to catch the bird, the mama coming in with the fish, or dad, I guess dad's coming in with the fish for the baby. So everybody's going to have a great time in the wee hours of the morning, meeting together and then going for that.
Hey, Liz, just a minor detail. If people are Googling where to meet, it's Safe Harbor, not Safety Harbor.
Oh, okay. Good point. Yes. I think I have safety, don't I?
That's
Safe
all right.
Harbor.
Just if people are Googling it, it's Safe Harbor.
Yeah, and it's in the market parking lot as opposed to the restaurant parking lot. Well, the restaurant parking lot is only like 5 spaces, You'll see it when you go tomorrow.
Mhm.
But so it's in the market parking lot. And that's for the people that are coming from the south. And then you guys are going to ride the 6 a.m. ferry, get on the other side, and then head for the park. But if you're coming from the north or you don't want to take the ferry, then you're going to come across and just meet them in the parking lot at 6:20 a.m. So the park itself opens at 6 a.m. So what you do is you come in the gate and the parking lot's on the other side of the gate. Did I get that right, Chris and everybody?
Liz, is that supposed to be the date Monday or Wednesday, June 3rd? Or is that another scheduled time?
It's tomorrow. Why does that say June 3rd, Monday the 13th? Maybe was it originally supposed to be Monday the 13th? Oh, dear God.
It's Wednesday the 3rd.
Wednesday the 3rd.
It's Wednesday the 3rd. Oh my God. You know what? I'm telling you, there is a drinking game for how many times does Liz messed up the PowerPoint?
I'm really looking forward to that. And please remind us in the future to have the shots lined up on our
I am
desktops.
serious. Every
Some of
single
us might
time.
already be drunk from watching this. I don't know.
Thank you to those who catch me. I mean, I start these things. You know what it is that I use the previous one to build the next one, and that always gets me in trouble. I'll figure it out. Actually, Patrick, I'm not gonna figure it out. You're almost president, and I'm gonna let you figure it out. All right, so next, let's see if it'll move. Okay. Then Helen, if Helen is on, Helen, with the assistance of Bill McSherry, is doing leading an outing, and they're going up to the El Faro and Dames Point Bridge outing. So it's the if you've never been there, it's a really cool place. They were going to do sunrise, but Helen and Bill went up and said, no, we're going to do sunset. So it's been switched. And Helen, if you're on, make sure I didn't mess this up.
I'm
It,
here.
it,
It is correct. Yes, gathering at 6:30 and hopefully shooting till 9 o'clock. And if you all go to Facebook, you can see that awesome picture of the Dames Point Bridge in the blue light. That's one of Bill McSherry's. It's really pretty. So hopefully we can capture that and maybe a few others.
Nice. Okay, so that's happening. So those are two in June. And then actually right now that's it for outings in June. So I know the outings committee is meeting and we'll have more in July, but we do have other things going on. And so Leslie, do you want to go ahead? I've got your photography for purpose slide. Would you like to unmute yourself and go over this a bit?
I am ready, and thanks, Liz. Just wanted to bring this to everyone's attention that we had started this new effort a few months ago, the Photography for Purpose, by which we are partnering with community partners, mostly nonprofits, and taking pictures or giving them pictures that they can use for education or social media or other purposes. And here you've got a list of the few things that we've already been doing with some of our partners. The Beaches Museum, we had a number of our members jump in very quickly, a few days before the deadline was announced to us. And their pictures are actually going to be included in the new permanent display that the museum is building right now. Additionally, Linda Burek led us to the 2026 Through the Lens competition, and that was a lot of fun. That led us to getting the opportunity to support the Reserve as they were getting ready to apply for a state grant. And they needed some pictures very quickly for their presentation and educational information. And they're going to let us know the fate of that application, and hopefully they will get the money to do their project. Additionally, the St. Johns River Keeper loves what we're sending them and could use more. And that would be pictures of plants, animals, or just the ecosystem anywhere within the watershed of the St. Johns River. And finally, iNaturalist, we can have some conversations about that, is an international resource for research of scientists on plants and animals. And every picture that you submit gets reviewed. And once it's verified, will be shared with scientists for research around the world. Liz was very excited about some future possibilities we've got in the works, and there will be upcoming outings and meetups, and we hope that you'll participate and put those pictures to good use. Once we've taken them, enjoyed them, entered them in contests, they don't need to just sit there on your hard drive. They can do something good. So thanks a lot.
And this is, I'll just say too, that if anybody gets super excited about any of this stuff that we're talking about, reach out to the person. That's why I put the name under the thing. Like, reach out to Leslie and say, hey, Leslie, what can I do to help? Or any of these folks that we talked to. So thank you,
Thanks.
Leslie.
Thanks for the pitch.
There you go. And then David Porter, are you on? Well, if not, David Porter is a longtime member of our club, and he used to be a photography professor at the University of North Florida. And anyway, he's got a large arsenal or a large amount of photos out there, and he's got a gallery exhibition that's going to be happening on July 1st in the Southlight Gallery in the what used to be the Wells Fargo and the Modus and the Independent Life at the main big building downtown. So kudos to David on that. And he called me earlier, so I thought he might be on, but he's not. Nan, are you on? Let's see if Nan is on. She was going to talk about, let's see.
Okay, I'm unmuted.
There you are.
I'm here. I just wanted to give everybody a quick reminder of our trip in Atlanta. If you go on to the member website under outings, the link to the hotel, we are now starting reservations, and your reservations will be open till October 1st to get the discount at the Hampton Inn in Cartersville. And, I did ask for all of them to have, 2 beds so that you can double up. The cost is $169 per night, and you can cancel up until like 48 hours before. But we've got some really neat outings planned. Everything is on the webpage and Facebook with all the links to sign up. We're going to Berry College, which is the largest college campus in the U.S. And it has all these old buildings. We're going to go to Old Car City, Gibbs Gardens. Hopefully we'll see some sunsets. We're also going to go to the Savoy Car Museum, where we'll see nice gleaming cars, not old rusted out cars. So please go on and book your room. I have 10 rooms saved for us. So it's all open and ready to go, and the links are there.
There you go. Fabulous. Thanks, Nan. I did want to say, it was funny. I was looking at these dates the other day, and we do have an election that is happening, like an election that's happening on on those dates. So if you're going to go on the trip and you're not, make yourself an absentee ballot voter if you want to vote, because we'll be gone when they have the voting in town.
Right, and the complete itinerary is the link to the slideshow that I did last month. That complete itinerary, it is up under the outings, and it's also, the link is on Facebook, so you can see a day-by-day itinerary. And we're trying to keep us off of I-75 on the weekends. That's why we're going during elections.
But it is funny. Some people have said to me, hey, are you going to the Coca-Cola building? Hey, are you going to the aquarium? Hey, are you going to... And the answer is no, but you can.
Right. I mean, there's only so much we can do in a day, and I figure we don't want to spend our day in Atlanta traffic.
Yeah, but there are a lot of cool things. If you've never been running around there and doing some things, it's a great place.
And there's some really neat building paints of like Coca-Cola and things actually in Cartersville if you get up early before all the parking lots are filled.
Cool.
I'm sorry,
Thank you.
Nan. Could you mention one more time where the link is to the itinerary for the trip?
It's on Facebook and it's also on our member site under outings.
And I think you emailed it to us too, didn't you?
I think just to the office. I think
Oh,
just to
really?
you, Liz.
Okay.
Thanks, Nan.
Okie
Any
doke.
other questions? Should be a fun trip.
Okay. Thanks, Nan. Okay, and then we were going to, when we were going to be face to face, we were going to hand out the ribbons for the F3C competition, but we want to do it in person, so we'll do it again in July. But I won't. Dave Woolley already posted the winners' images on Facebook. But I was going to tell you that the Beaches Photography Club, got 19 ribbons, and that's pretty good. That's better than St. Augustine and better than Jacksonville Camera Club. Not that we're competing, but it is, I'm just saying. So we did get 9. And one of the fun things is you can see the numbers below, right? We got of 3 blues and 5 reds and 7 yellows and 4 whites. And I want to give a special kudo though to Marianne Thompson Huddleston. And Marianne, are you on? Because I'm going to embarrass you. So Marianne had never entered the F3C competition at all. And so we kind of have been saying, well, come on, enter. Why not? It's fun. So Marianne enters her very first time, gets a blue ribbon, and it is only 2 people in the state of the F3C got the same score. So she got an 18.33 and some other guy from I don't know where. But I mean, that's the first time she ever entered. I think that's pretty amazing. So yay, Marianne.
Thanks, Liz.
There you
It was
go.
pretty amazing to me too.
Well done, madam. Well done. Okay. And then Lee Gardner has started up. Oop, not yet. You're almost there, Jack. Almost. Oop. Now what do we do? Hold on to the buttons. I think what does this say? Continue to share. Marianne's there. I've lost control of the place. PowerPoint. Okay, we're in PowerPoint. And here we go. And slideshow mode. I'm back. Okay, so Lee Gardner has. Oh man, what happened to stop sharing? Thank you, Jack, for that. Hold on. I'm out of whack. So go into Zoom, go into share. Thank you. Thank you. Go in PowerPoint and go into share. I'm back. Now I'm back.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Okay. So all I was going to say is that Lee Gardner has launched her June challenge. So we do monthly challenges where everybody is on Facebook and you can put in things and there's a hashtag. So her this one is architecture or buildings rather. So it's BPC Buildings Challenge. And so it's a fun thing. It's fun. You go on Facebook and it's even better from a growth perspective if you take these little challenges and you actually go out and find things to photograph in that sort of a deal. But a lot of times people are busy and they say, hey, I got the great building photo. Let me put it on there. Okay,
So Liz,
Yeah.
does this mean we get another drink?
Why would I do it? I mean, for me messing up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just checking. Okay, get your shot.
Liz, this is Lee. I just wanted
Yeah.
to say the building challenge is off to a great start. And if you want to see what has been posted, you go to the BPC Facebook page and then you search on hashtag, the challenge name, and you can see all the images that have been submitted. But boy, just in 2 days, we've gotten a lot of great building images. So thank you, everyone.
Yay. Yeah, thank you, Lee. All right, so that's pretty much it. So how are we doing on time? Man, Jack, you can talk for a long time. Okay, so now Jack.